All right, well, welcome back to Expert Crypto. Hope you guys are having a great day here. Let's turn that off. Thought that was a funny video we could share, have a little laugh at. But we are going to be getting into what Bitcoin's going to do. There's going to be a big move coming, right? Yeah. That was pretty funny. I thought I could share something, give you guys a laugh. Some of you guys can skip over that if you didn't enjoy it. I did myself. But we see Bitcoin right now. We had this push up overnight. It bounced right off our level at 33. This was a very key support level right here at 33,500. We haven't gone underneath it. So now this is an even bigger support level that we have right here. We're probably gonna maybe bounce off this 33,900 or this 33,400 level. If we do get down here, if we break there, this is the next support level. But what we have to talk about with Bitcoin is, guys, you have to understand. Let's look at Bitcoin in a long-term perspective, right? What have we seen, right? What have we seen? Okay, so the last time that we had a push like we did last night, right? This was May 28th. We had a push of around 9 to 10%. This one was a little bit smaller. This one was actually only 7%. But right here, right, we had around a 7 to 8% push up, right? What happened directly after? We had a breakdown. We had a large breakdown. What is this exactly? What does this mean? Well, a lot of the time, these whales will try and push up the price overnight, get some more people to buy on top, thinking that FOMO, it's going back to 45K, 60K, not 60K, but you get what I'm saying, that it's going to keep on going up from here. And then they'll drive the price down, and then we'll have another dip. Look at it, happened back here as well on May 21st. We had this dip, right? We corrected, we went back up, had another dip, but then we had this push up from here. How much was this push up from here? Right around 10%, and then we had this little trailing down. It couldn't hold, and then boom, we had a crash. What happened over here? Well, after this crash, we had a little run up, boom, right? So just because we had a run up doesn't mean that we're in the safe zone. There's going to need to be a big movement today in order to really see what direction we're heading, and I think it's going to be downwards. I knew that we were going to have a little bullish push up at some point or another. We can't just go down in this channel forever. We broke out of this channel that we drew right here. We had this push up to around this 36K level. It was around 36,400, 500. I redid this chart, but I know I said 36,500 was a great level to short at. Yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. If we can't break this 36,500, probably going to have a large retracement downwards, maybe a fast one as well. Going to be a big move. But let's get into a few things in the charts, right? We're going to go over exactly what the market's looking like today. We see very low volatility. I'll go back into Bitcoin in a second, show you guys how important that will be. But we saw Cardano went up 17% in 24 hours. I saw a few videos on Cardano, buy the dip. If we do have a large dip, guys, volatility has gone up on Cardano. So this will be one that's going to be pretty decent to short, in my opinion, if we do have a dip. This 17% will go very fast down if we do have another dip. But yeah, the entire market right now is seeing some green on the 24 hours. We're going to go see what would be good right now, right? So you guys want to see how much is everything up. Engine coin, we're focusing on that one as well today. We're trying to focus on the ones with the highest potential for gains on the way down and also on the way up. Engine coin's going to be very volatile, and I do see that as very good. Cardano as well. Altcoin, I will get into. I'm not the biggest DCR fan. If you guys look at the volume, it's only 39 million, and their market cap is, yes, right. I can't have too much happening. Same with Near, but we really want. I know Altcoin has low volume, but this one is very quick moving. Even though with the low volume, KSM we might focus on as well. Thor chain, yeah. So we have a lot of volatility in the market for today. It's going to pick up. You guys think this volatility is large that we have down here? Let's look at the volume candles real quick, right? So look how low this volume was when we had this push, right? Look how high this volume was here when we had this push. Look how high this volume was here when we had this push. This is the lowest volume we've had on a push up, and I see that as a signifying level for us to have possibly another dip. It's kind of pointing towards it. The indicators are showing maybe we'll bounce off of this 33,500 zone or this 33,400 zone or maybe this 34 zone. But I do see us coming down today. This was the little liquidation on the shorters. A lot of people probably got liquidated or hit their stop loss on their shorts, and this caused it to rise pretty quickly. That's my guess. That's normally what happens. But we're going to go into a few indicators. All right, what do we see on the indicators? If I can ever click them. Okay, so we see we have neared a top on the 30-minute BTC chart, right? We're kind of at this 50 support level. We very rarely bounce up off this 50 RSI support level. So if we go down to these 30s, these 28 levels where we have multiple times, I really would suggest, or I would see probably around a 30,000, 31,000 Bitcoin if we did go all the way down here to the 28s. If we went all the way down here to the 16 level, we would see approximately a 28 to a 27,500 level for Bitcoin. So the RSI indicators are looking very bearish right now. And let's go into let's go into the momentum as well. All right, what do we see in the momentum indicator? We're just starting on this little red trend. Okay, very rarely we did have it happen here. I'll circle it for you guys. We had right here. We had that happen where we didn't have too much of a downtrend. I see us going into a larger downtrend like that. But very rarely do we have just one little red bar, right? Normally we have some more momentum following towards it. But I do see us being a little bit more bearish, especially with the volume that's indicating that as well. But yeah, that's just how I figured out that we're probably going to be a little bit bearish today. And I'm just explaining to you guys how I think that and why I think that. It is Sunday. A lot of people probably got liquidated, right? On their shorts, so they hit their stop loss. And a lot of you guys probably set your shorts at this 36,500 or this 36K level, which were key resistance levels that were very hard for Bitcoin to break out of. But yeah, if we do break out of this, I would recommend you guys probably no. Let's go. Where do you guys want to buy Bitcoin at? All right, so I would say around this 33K to this 33K level would be an all right place to buy. We just need to see how fast it's going to come down before we get into that. I don't have my other supports down here. I said I got a new graph. I believe it's around 32,300, and then 31,700 is also good. And then we have a 30K, it was 3,500 and a 30. Here, I'll chart them out for you guys. These would be some good buying zones if we did have that dip. Guess I could chart it out for you guys a little bit. All right, so we see that one there, and remember putting that there. Sorry about this. The chart got deleted right before the stream. All right. These are just, I'll make them better at some point. I'll stream again today and make them a t-bit better, but I just want you guys to make sure that you have some sort of idea that we are bearish today, and you guys can get prepared for that. I have been trading a lot of Bitcoin on this computer, actually, to show you guys how I was doing this, right? Well, what have I been doing? I've been making these little channels, just trading in these little ranges, and ranges are very, very important, guys. You guys have to understand that right now we are changing our sell zone, right? What's our sell zone for Bitcoin right now? It's actually called a supply zone. This is where people are selling their Bitcoin up in this level, right? We're up in this level. People are selling their Bitcoin. Unless we break out of this, we're not going to see any more bullish action, which is around this 37,200 level. But where are people buying up their Bitcoin, right? People are buying Bitcoin in this level right here. Guess you can say, oops, down in this level. People are buying up Bitcoin down in this level. Whichever side we break out of, we need to break out of this level to create a new a supply zone, demand zone, right? I'm gonna actually write that down so you guys can see that. Yeah, so supply zone, people sell. Demand zone, people buy. That's something very, very important for you guys to really understand, because if you use this, you could really figure out where the trend is, where people buying this up, and it's a more long-term trend. All right, demand zone, people buy here. Supply zone, people sell there, right? I always have these subconsciously written in my head. I will start writing them out for you guys. Right, you guys got to find these on every single graph. Where people buying, where people selling, right? So very important. But we do see a few. This was an M pattern that we saw here. Talking about this in the Discord earlier today. We have boom, 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 right? And then we have some sort of W patterns we have up here. Let's find one right here. Boom, 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 boom. We have another one over here. There was a lot of W patterns, guys, by the way, that we've been talking about. W's and M's are very, very important. I will show up a little screen real quick to show you guys how you can find these patterns. And most of the times they're pretty accurate. It's basically just finding the ranges and the support and the resistance levels within the chart. You guys don't really need to focus on patterns. It's mainly ranges and support levels, but it's nice to know them to see what your chart should look like. So here's a bullish Gartley pattern. Here's a bearish Gartley pattern. M, W. You could think of it like that. Got to find your sell zones. Got to find your buy zones. You guys better be trading in ranges. If not, you're going to get burnt. You're going to get burnt. You better be having your stop losses. Even if you're buying and holding long term, you better have your stop losses. Just in case we do have a larger dip. But with that being said, let's get into Ethereum. So what do we see in Ethereum? We see, right, we saw this little W pattern right here, but we saw this little M pattern right there. But what do we see right now? W right there. Well, we see Ethereum looking bearish as Bitcoin is looking bearish. But what did I tell you guys? You guys got to buy some Ethereum if we do have a large enough dip. I would even say right now, because we did build that support up with Bitcoin at that level, I would say around 2100 would be a good time to dollar cost average in. And yeah, my levels change, guys. My levels change. We do have some resistance down there. But I do still see this $1,800 to $1,700 definitely possible. So definitely save some liquidity, or maybe set a stop loss on your Ethereum. Maybe you set a 5% stop loss at this 2100 level. Trailing stop loss, you have it follow. And if it gets liquidated, right, or if it gets not liquidated, but if it gets hit, then you just buy at these lower levels down here, because we still have key support levels that are still in play for Ethereum. That'll probably pan out through the next couple days. I'm not sure where people are getting the idea that we're most likely going to be bullish when Tuesday hits. Yes, we'll be bullish if we have a large dip. I don't see we're going to be bullish if we stay at this level on Tuesday. Does not make too much sense to me, but I do see a large movement in Bitcoin today based on the charts. We barely had any volume, and the volume normally comes later in the day on Sundays. But we had not too much volume, guys, and we were able to go around 9 to 10% on Bitcoin. So that's something that's very, very important and key for you guys to understand. Draw some trend lines as well. Right here, we broke this line right here. We had a little bullish push. Could see something pan out with Ethereum on the upside, but we really got to be looking at Bitcoin. Ethereum moves a little bit different than Bitcoin does. It actually has been underperforming what Bitcoin has today. So that's something that's kind of important, right? Ethereum hasn't been performing as good as it normally does. Yep, but Ethereum looking a little bearish. Got some great levels to buy at all the way down here, and I would really recommend trailing stop loss. Even trade Ethereum would not be too bad. 1740, I like 1740 right there. But yeah, make sure to trade Ethereum, guys. This is something, if you missed the last video that I did a stream on it, very, very important for you guys to understand that stream was very informational. Go watch it if you guys haven't already. But we're gonna be talking about ETC, right? We've been talking about ETC for quite a bit. We're actually trading it quite a lot on the channel. It's very, very volatile, guys. Look how it moves, right? We're on the 15-minute chart. Look at this volatility. This is something that you guys love to see. I mean, look at these dips. Look at these boom, boom, boom. And these aren't just little dips, guys. Look at this is $20. This is $80. How many times did we go boom, 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 right? This is showing high volatility. And if we go to ETC, I'll show you guys their volatility on here. They have almost as much volatility as they do market cap. See where they're at. Here they are. They have 5 billion volume, 8 billion market cap. One of my favorite things to trade. A lot of you guys in the Discord are trading this one as well. But we've had very, very high success rate with Ethereum Classic. A lot of you guys have been making quite a lot of money off Ethereum Classic, as it's one of the easiest things to trade because of the volume, right? Got to pay attention to volume and how things work in the charts. Ethereum Classic has had nice volume for the past couple months, but very, very good short levels that we've gotten on these 60 and 70s levels. But I would say probably if we have this dip with Bitcoin, I would be looking to take profits on those shorts that you guys still have active around this 44 level possibly, and the 62 level. I would set a trailing stop loss at 62 for 50%. And then once we get to this, let me mark this off. Once we get to this 49-ish level, I would look for that. But yeah, definitely make sure to take some profits right now while you're at it, because there probably will there's still some upside potential for Bitcoin. You'd rather play it safe than sorry on any trade that you're making, guys. By the way, if you're in profits, don't beat yourself up because you will later if you don't set that trailing stop loss. And if you lost money on a trade because you set your trailing stop loss at too early, don't beat yourself up. You're still in profits, right? That's how being consistent can really do to you. You guys don't need to be making hundreds of percents a day. You just need to be making 2 or 3%, 2 or 3% a day. That's really how it works. Compounding your gains, guys. Remember that, compounding your gains. You can start off with $100. You can make 140K by the end of the year if you make 2% compounding each day. You don't need to make 100% a day. Don't go for it, right? But yeah, ETC, I would say even another short level. So we have this another push with Bitcoin, $70, right? We love this $70 right here as well. We put in multiple trades there. I had a few of mine get stop lossed out. Looking for another level, probably around 70. If it pushes back up, that'd be great. Not looking like it at the moment though. Horizon. Actually, I think I have Zen. Is Zen next? No, we'll go over Zen next. But we'll go over Matic right now. What do we see with Matic? Well, Matic is extremely volatile, guys. Matic's extremely volatile. There's so much hype, hype around Matic right now. We had them take off after this trend resistance around 15%, guys. 15% on Matic, and when Bitcoin went up, they went around, I believe it was 21. Yeah, 25. I got 21 on them, though, after we broke the trend resistance on Bitcoin. Put in my trades on Matic. What do you mean, broke the trend resistance on Bitcoin? What are you talking about, expert? I'm talking about this trend resistance right here. It was broke. Put in all my trades after this was broke, because normally when you have something like this, it was actually like more of like here. Boom. When we have this trend resistance broke, this is trend resistance, this line down, taking the top and following it down, hitting a few other key support levels. It broke this, and we had a large upside. This doesn't always happen, but I would say around 60-70% of the time you will have a large up movement. Look, we didn't have it here, and 60-70% of the time you will. And probably less than that, but still the risk is worth the reward if you are using leverage. If you aren't, and you guys are just using spot, probably going to still be worth it if you set your nice stop loss on. But yes, very, very happy with this, and we spotted this, and then we put trades on the most volatile assets, which is Matic, ETC, Zen as well. We'll get into Zen, Cody, Engine, Bake, Waves, and a few other ones. If we're looking for volatile, this is how we're making the most money out of every single channel. I'm really showing you guys the ways. Trying to prepare you guys for the future, give you guys tips along the way. Make sure to really pay attention to what I'm saying, because I promise it's pretty important. But look at this W pattern that we saw right here, right? We had boom, 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 and then a large run up right there. Now we're going back down, but that's a W right there, large W right there. We have an M right here, boom, down, and then up. But yeah, M's and W's, remember those. Resistance, support, very, very important. But I do see Matic possibly having a lot of, I'll show you guys where I'm putting in trades on Matic. Well, I have a few trades that I'm looking at getting on Matic, still around 191. If we pump back up there, it's going to be a very, very nice short if we do have that dip with Bitcoin. You guys got to understand, the more volatility upwards, the more chances you guys have of making more gains with volatility. You want to see more volatility. Don't ape into trades. Make sure you guys have your risk versus reward level set up. You guys at least want to have a 3-to-1 risk versus reward. You can lose 3 trades. All you got to do is win 1. I've heard of a lot of people in my Discord doing around 9-to-1 or even 8-to-1. And we've had a lot of people in the Discord, guys, not trying to get your FOMO ape effect up, but have a few people who have turned over $500 in the past week into, I believe, over like 10 grand or 15 grand. Absolute apes, but do not follow them. But it is possible. They have been learning quite a lot, guys. They have been learning quite a lot. And with the right materials and the right amount of I don't know, studying and motivation, you guys need to learn, right? You need to learn. Some of these people had a little bit more experience, but you guys can turn, let's just say, $500 into a few thousand. This isn't BitBoy's channel. I don't want to incite hopium into you guys too much, but I'm just saying it is possible if you guys are actually listening to what I'm saying and you're being very, very, very strategic and patient with your trades, and you're not aping into stuff. Yes, they did do some AP like things. That's why they were able to turn $500 into over 15 grand in around a week. I think it was like a week or two, but that does not mean you guys have to, right? They had a high chance of losing their money, but a lot of them have just been very, very stagnant and making consistent gains, which is what you guys have to do. I don't want to see any of you guys getting liquidated like that Twitter video. I don't want you guys throwing chairs at me for telling you guys some information. But yeah, we do. Yeah, I do see Ethereum will drop to 2100. I do see that easily possible, Rachel. But yeah, guys, make sure if you're trading right now, learn. I have books in the description. I talk about key things in my videos that are very, very important. and got to be trading throughout the ranges and buying at the tops of the ranges, or shorting at the tops of the ranges, and longing at the bottoms or buying at the bottoms. And at the long-term range right now with Matic, I do see around this $1.20 would be a great time to long, all the way to the $1.42 and then this $1.55 as well. I do see possibly an M pattern shaping out right now with Matic, where we're going to probably bounce off of this, go up, and then come back down to this 153, which could put a long there. Actually, I'm going to need to make another little range right here. Put this on. Yeah, you guys should be using 3 or 4 time frames, by the way, when you're trading. Very, very important for you guys to understand that. All right, so around this level as well would be a great buy order if we did have that dip down there. Yeah, get down there. But let's go into Zen real quick. I charted out Ethereum in the beginning of this video. I do see a 2100 Ethereum almost inevitable, probably by this weekend. With the trend in the current market, yeah, it shows that it's probably going to be inevitable, right? If we break below this, guys, Horizon's going down, down, down. We have been trading a lot of Horizon. We were shorting it since 120, right? A lot of gains from Horizon, guys. A lot of gains from Horizon. I do see some good long levels as well. This chart isn't as charted out as I probably should be doing for you guys. I'm trying to teach you, all right? If you guys pay attention, you guys join the Discord. I will link it down in the description after this video is done. And you guys want to learn, read these books, you guys could become successful on your own. You won't even need this channel. You could watch this channel a little bit, grow a little bit, and then go off and make money on your own. But that's if you're willing to put in the time and the effort. There's a few people in my Discord who have, one guy has 7 kids, and he's doing this, guys, and he's learning a lot. He's loving it, but you guys can do it. I know you have some free time. I know you guys watch Netflix and watch a lot of dopamine receptive shows. Get away from that. Try and learn and change and better your lives. But yeah, if we break this trend resistance, Horizon's going to have a long way down, guys. Probably go down to, if we break this, I would say probably 12% to 15% on Horizon would be very likely. We have been shorting this since 123. Probably had a few stop losses, but that'd be a nice gain right there. All right, so yeah, Horizon still looking good. Matic, Zen, ETC as well. We went over that. Zen is Horizon, by the way, guys. Cody, let's get into Cody. Cody pumped up today. It's up 14%. What does that mean? As quick as she goes, as quicker as, what's the saying? As quick as she comes, she goes. Yeah. I do see that happening with Cody. As quick as she comes, she's going to go, you know, especially when we're in the type of market that we are in right now with this bearish tendency. I'd rather put my eggs in the safer basket. You know, sometimes the safer basket will get thrown down a hill, but you have a stop loss on. I'm just trying to show you guys that you want to look at the trends. You want to predict where the market is going. What are the trends showing? What's the data showing? And then you're going to be on the side of the data where it shows the trends are most likely going to go there. This is what we do on this channel. Completely emotionless. You guys can hodl onto any bag you want to. I will give you guys great things to hodl. I will give you guys great things to buy and hold long term. Don't worry about it and stick it in a USB drive and put it under your bed. But make sure that you guys understand that I'm not biased on this channel. I'm completely emotionless, and I'm just showing you guys what the trends are looking like short term. I'm looking at multiple indicators, speaking with multiple people, not emotionally speaking with them, but just statistically and data-oriented speaking with these people. So just trying to find out where the trend's going to go, what's going to be the best thing for you guys to do, yada, yada, yada. I know it's a little bit different on YouTube. You guys are used to too much emotions, right? Too much emotions, like the 135K Ethereum video. If you guys missed that, go watch that. It's actually a pretty decent video. 135K Ethereum probably by 5 years, 6 years from now, but very, very important. Very, very important for you guys to watch that if you want to get some long-term hodls on Ethereum. I would say dollar cost average between 2,100 to around 15 to 1,300 possibly. I need to see more data to really support that, but definitely 2,100 to 17 to 1,800 would be great buying levels in the short term. Yeah, so with Cody right now, looking to add more to my position on the short, guys. Look how much look how high they rose, not rised. Okay, look how high they rose. This was a 46% run up, 48% run up in 1 day and 18 hours, and now they've been slowly trickling down into the abyss. If we actually go from here, guys, look at that, 100% in 3 days. All these coins that pumped up that we caught, right? We focused on the past streams. I've been coaching you guys on how to catch the bottoms, right? We caught the bottoms, right? Now I'm teaching you guys how to catch the tops and short them. I've been doing this, and I want you guys to understand one thing at a time. We're not going to go too fast on this channel. If you guys have been watching my videos, you have a pretty good understanding of really catching the bottoms already. But now we're going to focus more on the tops and the bottoms at the same time. Whoa, right? Whoa. But look at right here, guys. We had some stagnicity, right here. Then we pushed up, right? We had this dip, stagnicity. We pushed up, probably going to dip a little bit more. That's my guess. We see that happen all the freaking time. But yeah, we already went down around 33% with Cody. But I'm looking at this 0.23 level, or this 0.22 level is also a great time to short. Maybe even this 0.21 level. Really need to see what's going on in the markets. But yeah, looking very good on a short on Cody. I would say along on Cody, basically the same levels, and possibly this 0.80 level is also looking good, guys. Look at that. That would have been 28% gains on a long right there, or a buy. But Cody has a lot of volatility right now, as you guys can see. Look at the volatility on Cody, right? It's looking pretty decent. They having this much price action with this kind of low of volatility. You guys see how high this was. I think the party is just getting started with Cody. But yeah, great things for Cody right now. Let's go into Engine Coin. You guys know what Engine Coin is? If you're on Coinbase, you do, right? But what do we see with Engine Coin? Absolutely volatile, guys. This thing is an absolute freaking, it's an ape coin, right? Ape coin here. Trade coin, guys. With Engine Coin right now, we're seeing extreme amounts of volatility. I believe this ran up. Let's go check how much this ran up. This is on Coinbase too, I believe. 36% on a day like today. Let's go from the bottom now, right? From the bottom of May 23rd, up over 100% 7 days, and that's not counting this right here. Most coins are not that high up. Just to be completely frank, very good to see a coin be this high up because there's opportunities to catch it at the top and short it all the way to the profit zone. But yes, I would say another good buy for Engine would be around $1.23. We'll probably see some bounce off of there unless the volatility dies down. People don't want to buy it anymore. They're done, you know. But most likely that won't happen because of the large run up that incurred. But I do see some great levels down here as well. But yeah, Engine Coin's just been falling, but it's a great product, great use case, great fundamentals, but we're emotionless, and the TA looks very nice for them. So yeah, it's good to see good fundamentals though as well. Yeah, I would say some good short levels for Engine are going to be these top two right here, this 179 and this 172. This is just a short term, by the way, guys. You guys got to be looking at this at yourself. That's a range right there, and we're in this range right here. And we just pushed out of this bottom support range. But I'm going to draw a few more ranges up here just in case we do get up there. Always set your stop loss, by the way, guys, a few percent above the range. And if it bounces back underneath it, repeat. These aren't going to be the best ranges just because. Yeah, it's too volatile to really put one down there. But look at this downtrend we had. They broke through this downtrend. Boom, they shot up like a rocket. If you see something going fast down, right? If you see this going fast down, right? How much did it go? 37%. Not as bad as some of these other coins, actually. But look at the upside when it shot out of this. You guys got to be buying once it breaks this line right here. When it's trailing down and it breaks through this line, very good chances of buying it. And it broke through this line for me right here, right? It broke through this line for me right here. So I knew, put a short right here when it breaks through this line, and it'll have a very high success rate. With that, boom, caught it. Already hit my stop loss. I'm out of there. But looking for another level to buy it at, right? Very self-explanatory. I'm trying to make this as. Bake as well. Bake's been a very profitable coin. A lot of volatility with Bake. But I'm only going to give you guys those ones so far, but I want you guys to practice these on your own if you are, right? Rewind the video, see what I'm doing. I'm looking for the ranges, right? What's the supports? What's another support? What's a resistance? What's a resistance, right? Let me do this one more time just to get you guys the deal. Yeah, and I'll post the Discord in the description and really try and get this whole community working together to defend crypto off from these shillers. I got sleep last night, so guys, I'm pumped. I'm amped for today. Yeah, I'm making another range. That's one range. That's one range. I know that one's a little smaller. Move this one up just so it's not confusing. That is a little mini range. You guys can be doing ranges on the 15 to 30 to 45 minute, I would say. But I do a lot of ranges on the 3 to 5 to 7 minute just to try and see what the pattern is short term. But I would really suggest, if I were you guys, practice this on the 15, 30, and 45 minute and just see how it pans out. But yeah, Bake has a lot of volatility, and I will be shorting some Bake once we get to these upper levels if we do. If not, I'm going to keep my hands off of it and look for some places to long, because it's probably going to be down here, right? Or it's going to be down here, or it's going to be down here. We will get into buying the dips, right? We did see that 33 support level. That was it for Bitcoin. And now that shows that there's some support down there, right? And we didn't really have too much support down there. Now we do. And it's a great thing to see. Because now we know that that's probably going to be a very good place to long at if we do, or buy at. So let me go into Waves. Waves was also very, very profitable, guys. This has a lot of volatility. Look at these candles, guys. This is just on the 15-minute. Boom, down 8% in 2 hours. Boom, up around 10%. This one has been very, very good to us. But look into the coins with high volatility, guys. Make sure to do that. Go here, turn up the volume here. Turn up the volume here, right? I believe you can do this on CoinMarketCap, but you click that volume button. All right, so let's get into some more questions. What's the best you've done on a single, short, or long? I mean, I would really not suggest that. Just be consistent. Really try and make as consistent gains as you can, okay? Make consistent gains as you can. Don't go for these crazy 100x. I want the market to go down 30% gains. Just set your stop loss, set your entry level on the range, and make sure that you have a take profit as well. And you're going to be taking profits at that support level. Unless it gets breached, you might put in another order, another shorts, or whatever it might be, another long. But just have them set up already. I don't want you guys to really be aping in too hard. Make sure you guys join the Discord if you're really trying to get into trading and learn a lot, and watch these videos as I will be going deeper into it, getting you guys advanced, and then going over TA that you guys make, because you guys will be able to make good TA in probably a few weeks. It's not hard. It really is not hard. It's just how much time are you willing to put into it, and I could share it on YouTube, and we could have some of the best TA ever on YouTube, because we'll have a whole entire community working together. But yeah, Bitcoin right now, we saw this M here as well. Caught that. M right here, W probably forming right there, boom, 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 boom. But right now it is looking bearish, and I'm probably going to be ending the video there. A little of a shorter stream as of right now. I will be getting into another video today talking about where this bottom could possibly be, so make sure to stay tuned to that. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if any of you guys are new. And that's going to be the end of the video. I will link to this Discord in the description and post it in the chat. All right.